All right, this is a 1-year follow-up on the Sumry inverter, 24 volt, 4,000 watts. I've moved it off the hand cart and put it on the wall with some old batteries I've had for 5 years. But how I hooked it up, I put all the batteries into a bus bar, and then so I could take it off easy, I just put it on a Anderson connector, and then it's a 200 amp A&L fuse to a cutoff switch, and then there's the battery plus and minus. And for the AC out, I just ran a 10 gauge to one outlet. I should have put a breaker in between it, but I mainly use it for the air conditioner on the shed, and at times I got a little 800 watt crypto miner I'll run with this. And then for the PV, I run it through one breaker, and here's my connectors. It's not hooked up right now. It's cloudy out, so I'm not running it at all. But I use it 3 or 4 times a week. It's a nice inverter. The one thing I do like about it is if I hook up my solar to this and the batteries are low, it'll automatically, the charge controller will automatically come on and start charging the batteries. So even if I'm not using the inverter or have it on, it will charge the batteries. So that's a big plus. But you got to have over 80 volts. So for the PV, for it to be activated and come on and start charging. But I just turned it on. It is a nice. It's if they went 48 volts, I'd buy another one, but I don't need another 24 volt one. And I was gonna show the settings, but I lost the manual to it. So I think let's see if I can go through this. Let's see. Okay, there it is. So I can look at different things on it. It has been a while since I've used this thing. So it's all set up to charge the batteries at the proper voltage and everything. So I just let it go. Let me. Okay, there it is. Hold Enter to get to the menu, and then you can scroll up or down. Let's see. Scrolling down gives me number 1, 100 amp UPS. This is number 5 is my input on different voltages to charge and stuff like that. So the output 120, number 8, number 9 is 60 hertz. Okay, I think 26 is my battery, one of my battery limits on charging. And 27, looks like 26 was the max. 27 is my charge voltage, 28.4. Now it's on, right now it's on 7S lithium batteries. Okay, so okay. But this is 7S lithium, so I think 28.8 is a good voltage to keep them in line. But no, this is a simple inverter. Once you set it up, haven't messed with it for 6 months, 8 months since I took it off the hand truck. But the previous batteries were these 280 amp hour LiPo 4s. There's 16 of them now, but I had 8, and they were on a active balance. So these are capable of putting out, 280 amps. Not for a long time, but that's easy on a 24 volt system. That's well over the 4,000 watt rated for the inverter. So I put it on active balance for the 24 volt because the BMSs get expensive. This is 48 volts. So I found a 16S 48 200 amp. I think it was $150, but it's got 2 gauge. It'd be double that if you went 24, the price. So that's why I went active balance. Now all these are 7S with a small 20 amp, but I have so many batteries that it'll handle, these batteries will handle the power of this inverter. But yeah, it's simple connections. I'm using looks like number 1 cable, and being so short, it should be fine. And I'm never going to push this thing 4,000 watts. It may for a few seconds, but a couple thousand. I think this air conditioner runs about 8, and my crypto miner runs, like I said, 700 or 800 watts. So, and I have, when I plug it into solar, it's 4 300 watt solar panels on the shed. So that's 1,200 watts. But other than that, this thing has been good. Like I said, it's one of the better looking inverters out there. And if I needed another 24 volt, I would buy another one of these. But I don't. So if they had a 48 volt, I'd definitely buy one. I feel real confident in this inverter. All right, I just went ahead and hooked up the solar panels up to it. and you can see the inverter's off and my breaker's off. And then hit the breaker. There, inverter comes on, which is really nice. And then you could scroll down or up. Scroll down. There's the input, 114 volts. It's up to 4748. I just turned it on, so it'll. And there's the watts. So it's cloudy out today. So it's putting in close to 500 on 1200 watts. So it's not bad. But the battery's pretty charged. They're at 28.2, so it'll go to 28.4. So now I'm going to run the air conditioner. So got to turn it on. There's that. So this is saying that it's charging more than its output. But let me turn the air conditioner on. These dual inverter air conditioners, you'll see. Let me find the there it is. See the 400 amps? 400 watts, 500 watts. These ramp up instead of that big surge. So if you get a air conditioner for your shed, I highly recommend these dual inverter ones because they gradually come on. So now you can see that that light went out. So now the solar is not covering the output of the load. See, I'm using 3 amps from the battery, 4 amps, because I can hear the air conditioner ramping up now. Yeah, 800. Yeah, that's up to 900. So it'll climb there, but it'll settle back down to 800 watts. But yeah, that is the if you hold enter, it'll get you to the menu and scroll up and down to whatever number you want. And then if you hit enter again, this part of it will start flashing, and then you can up and down your settings. And then hit enter again, and it'll save it. But you can see it ramped up from 400 to now it's yeah 1.1. Yeah, the solar's bringing in 500 watts now. But yeah, that's about it. Sometimes I'll hook up the crypto miner up to it if it's a real sunny day. It'll bring in probably around 1,000 watts. It won't cover both the AC and the crypto, but the batteries cover it most of the day. But yeah, man, I can't say enough about this inverter. It's really nice. It's small, it's not very loud, and it does what I want.